Frank, just quickly, just wanted two last questions before you go. Tyson Fury, has his opponent been confirmed as Caballero yet, or are we still waiting on confirmation?
We are going to wait on the confirmation of what is actually happening on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, and just talk to me about Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce. For me, and I was speaking to a few of the lads back there, probably the most anticipated fight between two British fighters in a long time. For yourself as a promoter, someone who's been pumping this out, dates have got changed, things have gone wrong, but we're finally there, 2 weeks away.
Well, we're getting there, and we're doing it. We've done it under extremely difficult circumstances because obviously it was sold out. We moved it about 2 or 3 times for a sellout audience, and now we're doing it in lockdown. And the only reason we're doing it in lockdown because both the fighters wanted the fight. They were so determined to fight each other. And it's refreshing that two guys so early in their professional career, undefeated, get it on. You know, decide they're going to get that fight on, they want to fight each other. They've both got this unbelievable belief that they've got the beating of each other. And I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I think the fight's got fireworks, it's got explosives all over it. It's going to be something a little bit special.
I know your sort of darling is Daniel Dubois. He's sort of one of the main faces of Queensbury Promotions. Him, Anthony Ord, are probably the two main faces of your promotional firm. But how does he win that fight for you?
Well, look, I don't think the fight's going to go the distance. I'll be very surprised if it does. You know, somebody's going to go. How does he win it? He's got to do what he does, which is use his jab and use his explosive power. Joe Joyce is also a Queensbury fighter, and he's done extremely well, and he's in a good position. He comes with a fantastic pedigree. A guy who won the silver medal in the Olympic Games and got robbed. I think he should have had the gold medal. A lot of people thought that was it. Look, Joe is not called the juggernaut for nothing. As far as certainly in the pro world, he's been very strong, solid, moving forward and breaking guys down. He's got a good KO ratio on his record, and he obviously has got other ideas. You know, Sam Jones's manager has been banging on, you know, the drum, quite rightly as you do for a manager. You know, and we signed Daniel before Joe, and I've been banging on about Daniel, who had limited senior amateur experience, only 7 fights, but it's on now. You know, the fight's on. It's got the reason, and you say everybody talks about it. You know why everybody talks about it? Because everybody loves the two big guys in there, 2 undefeated guys. Somebody's always going to go, as they say, but more importantly, they're British. And the little spice to it is that Daniel's now number 2 in the WBO. You know, if Anthony Joshua doesn't fight Usyk and he decides to vacate that title, then if he comes through, Daniel, or Joe wins, that's going to be the mandatory. That's going to be the fight. And even if AJ did fight Usyk, the winner will be the
You're in a great position here, aren't you?
They are. This is fantastic time. You know, the British heavyweight scene. I mean, I'm 40 years now doing this with a boxing border control license. 40 years. When I started out, I did one of my first big breakthroughs was bringing Joe Bugner back, who was quite a solid heavyweight, but he didn't win the British title. Went the distance with Ali, fought Joe Frazier. But look at it now. We're blessed with it. All the heavyweights, all the top heavyweights are in the States. All the top heavyweights now are in the UK, and we've got 2 of them. 2 of the best young. What I mean by young pros starting out records. I know Joe how his age is, but you know, for the amount of fights he's had, these 2 guys are looking to be next year the mandatory. They're fighting for that. So that's the spice added to what already was a fantastic fight.
What are you going to do to wrap them up in cotton wool? Because we've seen what's happened in the last couple of weeks.
Look, it's not just them. It's you've got to remember they've got sparring partners. They've got their trainers. All the people around them. It's not just them, and it's dangerous times. Like we lost 3 fights today. You know, look, Nicola Adams is out of Strictly Come Dancing. It's just that's what it is. We're in a world where the reason they're telling everybody about lockdown, telling them all the things they've got to do, there is a reason for it, and that's the reason, because people are testing positive. So until people get vaccinated, until they start vaccinating people with hopefully this, what they say they've got this vaccine, everyone's got to be careful. And because there's more testing, it's becoming more prolific now. Look how many fights this is affecting. Was it Povetkin wound up in hospital with it? Luke Campbell, there you go. I mean, it's just doesn't matter who you are, where you are, bang, it can grab you. And it can...
This final one from myself. Deontay Wilder's been on Twitter again saying that Tyson Fury fight, he wants to say Tyson Fury is avoiding him. What do you want to say in regards to that?
Well, Tyson's not avoiding him. You know, he was quite willing to fulfil his contractual arrangement, and that's it. We are where we are, and there's this arbitration hearings going on, and I'm sure something's going to be said about that soon. But in the meantime, Tyson will do whatever he's got to do. No, he can't sit around waiting for Deontay Wilder and waiting for that to happen.
Frank Warren, I know you've got to go. Thank you so much for giving me your time, and we'll speak soon. Thank you very much. Thank you.